Hey guys, it's Erin with TBS, and I am back today to bring you another update on credentialing during the COVID-19 pandemic. But this time, we are going to be talking about TWIC card renewals and expiration dates, as well as maritime facilities and vessels. TWIC and the U.S. Coast Guard released the following information. So, if a situation arises where a facility or vessel will not be able to comply with the requirements of 33 CFR Parts 104 or 105, they must contact the captain of the port to request and receive permission to temporarily deviate from the requirements. To provide flexibility due to COVID-19 health-related impacts, the escort ratio may be adjusted to meet employee shortages or other demands. This would constitute a change to the FSP or require captain of the port approval via noncompliance. A new hire must present an acceptable form of identification to the vessel security officer or the facility security officer, and then that new hire may be allowed to access secure or restricted areas where another person or persons is present who holds a TWIC can provide reasonable monitoring. So the side-by-side escorting required for restricted areas will not be enforced during the COVID-19 pandemic. Local users of the ASP who are unable to comply with the requirements in an approved ASP may pursue temporary relief via noncompliance or an amendment that can be submitted to cover the entire ASP via submission to the Coast Guard FAC. The Coast Guard is providing flexibility with regards to requirements to have a TWIC when applying for a credential or when serving under the authority of a credential. The processing of submitted TWIC enrollments have not been impacted by COVID-19 crisis, with no delay in vetting, card production, or issuance. Usually, under regulations, the failure to hold a valid TWIC may serve as grounds for suspension or revocation of an MMC. The Coast Guard will not pursue any suspension and revocation actions based on expired TWICs during the COVID-19 pandemic. We will be notified when this regulation is going to be reinstated. Mariners applying for an original MMC need to demonstrate that they have enrolled for a TWIC. This will be sufficient to start the process, but the mariner will need their biographic and biometric information provided to the Coast Guard by the TSA in order to complete the process. For mariners already holding their MMC, if their TWIC card expires and their credential remains valid, then there's no action that needs to be taken, and the credential remains valid. If a mariner applies for a renewal, raise of grade, new endorsement, or duplicate MMC while their TWIC is expired, they may apply without a valid TWIC if you can demonstrate that they have enrolled for a TWIC renewal. That's all of the information that we have for you guys today in our safety bulletin updates. We hope that you hit subscribe and that you like and that you keep updated with TBS and all of the current information that we're trying to release through all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Bye.